Hello YouTube, thought I'd do a quick video here. I was asked in my comments section, is there a way we can run two programs at once using the blue box? Or when I say blue box, I mean the r1-2020 box. Now, yes you can. Now this is going to work if you're using the blue box as a COM port setup. If you're going to be using it as Vox or anything else, then this software does not apply to you. This software that I'm talking about is a COM port sharing software. I'll post a link to that software down below in the description. But I'm going to show you how to set it up. Now, if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know I use a simplex repeater to record and playback when I do distance tests, or if I'm testing interface boards, or whatever the case may be. I use a simplex repeater, which is a handheld programmed to the repeater frequency. And this is a modified ball thing. I did a video on this. Matter of fact, I have it hooked up to a blue box. And I run it to this computer running the simplex software. Now, first off, normally when I do a workbench type video, I don't do it this way, but I apologize. Sometimes it's easier just to shoot the video and then to move all this stuff to my workbench and use better cameras. So bear with me. But I'm not going to show you in this video how to set up the blue box. I got many videos on that. But we got to figure out what COM port this blue box is using. So first thing we got to do, we're going to go to the computer here. And we're going to go to search. Down here, we're going to type in device manager, because we need to find out what COM port that blue box. And in my case, we're going to go to ports right here. We're going to click on that. I only have one thing hooked up. So in my case, it's COM port 4. So I need to remember that number, COM port 4. Now, like I said, I only have one thing installed on here. But if you got other COM ports, you got to pay attention to what COM port is your blue box hooked up to. So COM port 4. Now, I'm going to post a link to this software. Now, is it free software? Yes, kind of. What I mean by that is you'll get a trial version. After the trial version is up, it will not permanently keep your settings. So if you reboot the computer or restart the computer, you're going to have to do this step to get it to work again. Not a big deal. I do it. I don't have the paid version of the software, so it's not a real big deal. But just keep that in mind. That if you reboot it or the power goes off and you got to restart the computer, you're going to have to reset up the software. It's real easy. So once you install the virtual serial port, there's going to be an icon on your desktop here that says virtual serial ports. You're going to click on that. You can see my free time is up, so I got to click on continue with limited versions. I'll explain to you what the limited versions is. We're going to go to shared ports. We're going to click on share ports. Now remember, I said my blue box is COM port 4. I only have one in here, but there may be times where you may have more than one. So you want to make sure you select your blue box, which is in my case COM port 4. We're going to hit create. We're going to collect. Now when you first install the software, you won't get these questions, but you will eventually. We're going to check the box saying create a non-permanent device, meaning if I reboot the computer, I have to redo this step that I'm showing you now. So now, that's it. That's all we got to do. Now, our new COM port number is going to be COM port 1. This is going to be, any program we want to share it with, we got to use COM port 1. So now, let's go ahead and close this. Let's start up the simplex software. Like I said, we have to select COM port 1 now. We're going to go to ports. We're going to go to COM port. We're going to select 1. Now, we're going to make sure this is working. I have the simplex on. I got a handheld here. Let me talk into it, see if it records and plays back okay. Radio check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you'll hear it over my radio here.
Radio check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Sounding good. So now, let's say I want to do date and time and weather. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open up date and time and weather. We're going to go to COM ports. We're going to select 1. And that's it. So now, if I'm still running the simplex, if I hit the play the message.
Monday, 27 May 2024. Time is
We're sharing the COM port.
outdoor temperature.
We're sharing the blue box with two programs right now.
Speed 10 miles per hour.
And after this is done,
Hill, 68.
I'm going to talk into it. I have the simplex turned on right there. So it's on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm still running the date and time.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's how simple it is. We can share the blue box with more than one program. Now, how many programs can you do? Well, you'll have to play around with it. But that's how you can share COM ports without needing any hardware. There's another way of doing it. That's with more hardware. But this is the easiest way to do it without needing any additional hardware. So that's how you share COM ports using the r1-2020 box. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.